Service Provider Professional, JNCIP-SP, JN0-664 exam dumps are useful and helpful in your preparation. Share some Juniper JN0-664 exam dumps here. 1. You want to ensure that L1 as routers have only the most specific routes available from L2 as routers. Which action accomplishes this task? A. Configure the ignore attached bit parameter on all L2 routers. B. Configure all routers to allow wide metrics. C. Configure all routers to be L1. Deconfigure the ignore attached bit parameter on all L1 routers. 2. By default, which statement is correct about OSPF summary LSAs? A. All Type 2 and Type 7 LSAs will be summoned into a single Type 5 LSA. B. The area range command must be installed on all routers. C. Type 3 LSAs are advertised for routes in Type 1 LSAs. D. The metric associated with a summary route will be equal to the lowest metric associated with an individual contributing route. 3. When building an interprovider VPN, you notice on the PE router that you have hidden routes which are received from your BGP peer with family INET labeled Unica3T configured. Which parameter must you configure to solve this problem? A. Under the family INET labeled unicast hierarchy, add the explicit null parameter. B. Under the protocol's OSPF hierarchy, add the traffic engineering parameter. C. Under the family INET labeled unicast hierarchy, add the resolve VPN parameter. D. Under the protocol's MPLS hierarchy, add the traffic engineering parameter. 4. An interface is configured with a behavior aggregate classifier and a multi-field classifier. How will the packet be processed when received on this interface? A. The packet will be discarded. B. The packet will be processed by the BA classifier first, then the MF classifier. C. The packet will be forwarded with no classification changes. D. The packet will be processed by the MF classifier first, then the BA classifier. 5. In as is, which two statements are correct about the designated intermediate system, DIS, on a multi-access network segment? Choose 2. A. A router with a priority of 10 wins the DIS election over a router with a priority of 1. B. A router with a priority of 1 wins the DIS election over a router with a priority of 10. C. On the multi-access network, each router forms an adjacency to every other router on the segment. D. On the multi-access network, each router only forms an adjacency to the DIS. 6. Which two statements are correct regarding bootstrap messages that are forwarded within a PIM sparse mode domain? Choose 2. A. Bootstrap messages are forwarded only to routers that explicitly requested the messages within the PIM sparse mode domain. B. Bootstrap messages distribute RP information dynamically during an RP election. C. Bootstrap messages are used to notify which router is the PIM RP. D. Bootstrap messages are forwarded to all routers within a PIM sparse mode domain. 7. Which statement is true regarding BGP flow spec? A. It uses a remote-triggered black hole to protect a network from a denial-of-service attack. B. It uses dynamically created routing policies to protect a network from denial-of-service attacks. C. It is used to protect a network from denial of service attacks dynamically. D. It verifies that the source IP of the incoming packet has a resolvable route in the routing table. 8. You are responding to an RFP for a new MPLS VPN implementation. The solution must use LDP for signaling and support Layer 2 connectivity without using BGP. The solution must be scalable and support multiple VPN connections over a single MPLS LSP. The customer wants to maintain all routing for their private network in this scenario. Which solution do you propose? A. Circuit cross-connect. B. BGP Layer 2 VPN. C. LDP Layer 2 circuit. D. Translational cross-connect. 9. After a recent power outage, your manager asks you to investigate ways to automatically reduce the impact caused by suboptimal routing in your OSPF and OSPF v3 network after devices reboot. Which 3 configuration statements accomplish this task? Choose 3. A. Set protocols OSPF overload timeout 900. B. Set protocols OSPF3 realm IPv4 unicast overload timeout 900. C. Set protocols OSPF overload. D. Set protocols OAPF3 overload timeout 900. E. Set protocols OSPF3 overload. 10. Which statement is correct about is when it performs the Dijkstra algorithm? A. The local router moves its own local tuples into the candidate database. B. When a new neighbor ID in the tree database matches a router ID in the LSDB, the neighbor ID is moved to the candidate database. C. Tuples with the lowest cost are moved from the tree database to the LSDB. D. The algorithm will stop processing once the tree database is empty.